Yeah, hi. Welcome back. Welcome back to this channel where we discuss about various aspects of English, verbal ability, how to improve communication skills, how to improve our English aptitude. So today will be in continuation to the last class or the last video, which was pronoun antecedent errors. So it is actually the second installment of that very class. So, in the last class, we discussed that the pronoun should agree with the antecedent. Like if everyone is the antecedent, then the pronoun should be his or her. If the antecedent is both, then the pronoun should be they. And if the antecedent is all, then it depends upon the entity which is followed by. So all the employees will take they, all the staff will take he or she. So the antecedent, so the pronoun should agree with the antecedent. Today we can discuss a bit on which and that. Which is used for animals, things, and that is used for person, things. And never use that for animals, or for that matter, don't use which for humans. For humans, for persons, we can use that, who, whom, whose as well. But avoid which is not allowed with animals, with persons. And similarly, that is not used with animals. It is generally used with things and person. But how to differentiate when it is things, like say the pen, what will you use, that or which? I mean, both can fit in, so how to distinguish? So then something called restrictive clause and non-restrictive clause. Say if the sentence is, this is the pen that is mine, so the sentence ends here, so we'll use that. This is the pen that is mine. But say if I have to introduce a clause midway, like the pen which was gifted to me has been lost. The pen, now say in between I am introducing a clause, so it's a non-restrictive clause. So the sentence will be like this: the pen which has been gifted to me has been lost, but this pen, which is this is the pen that is lost. This is the pen that is mine. This is the pen, comma, which was gifted to me, comma, has been lost. So it's all depends upon restrictive clause and non-restrictive clause. So if the sentence ends without any other information, use that. And if it is introduced in between, then use which clause. And for persons, you can use who, whom, that as well, whose. And for animals, we'll use which. For things, that, which, depends on the usage. Who and who is used for a subjective case, whom is used for an objective case. Then there's another error in pronoun, parallel harmony, like the climate of India is better than Uganda. Now it's a wrong sentence. So you have to compare the climate of India with climate of Uganda, but then you are comparing climate of India with only Uganda. So it's a wrong comparison. So therein preposition also plays a role. So the correct sentence will be the climate of India is better than that of Uganda. Similarly, the students of X batch are better than Y batch. Wrong. The students of X batch are better than those of Y batch. His apartment is bigger than mine. Wrong. His apartment is bigger than my apartment, or you can say his apartment is bigger than mine. M-I-N-E. So possessives will go with possessives. Then something called error of ambiguity. Say John and Rohan are friends. He lives in Rajouri Garden. Now the word he creates ambiguity. We don't know whom we are referring to. So if in a sentence, if there are multiple males or multiple females, I think we should replace it with names. Otherwise, an ambiguity will be created. So here we have, and we can't say they will change the meaning. So we have to replace he with either Rohan or Aryan. So either Rohan or John, sorry. So you can say Rohan and John are friends. Rohan lives in Rajouri Garden. Or you can say Rohan and John are friends. John lives in Rajouri Garden. So that is where the ambiguity can be removed. Then there can be another example. Like say John took his son and his friend to the party. Now, see, John took his son and his friend. Whose friend? It can be John's friend or it can be also his son's friend. So, his creates ambiguity. So, you have to replace it like, say, John took his son and his son's friend to the party. Or you can say, John took his son and John's friend to the party. So, at times, merely using his, her, it can create ambiguity if there are multiple males, multiple females, or multiple neuter genders respectively. So if there are multiple neuter genders, we cannot merely use it. If there are multiple females, we cannot merely use she. If there are multiple males, we cannot merely use he. So it has to be replaced by a proper name, so that the ambiguity can be avoided. So this is all in pronoun antecedent error. So in the next class I will chip in with tenses, something which is very important in our strategy towards solving questions based on errors, or spot the errors in exams such as CAT, XAT, IIFT, SNAP, TISS, CMAT, IPM, IPMAT, AILET, CLAT, CUET, NIFT, hotel management. So you name any exam, for that matter. Apart from a few, I think most exams do test upon your grammatical skills. So wait until next class. I think I'll shed some extensive light on tenses. So by then, till happy prepping and continue with your daily dose of preparing for the grammar part of entrance examination. Bye.